present.
Oh shit, we back again. What's up, what's happening? Come to the party and bring a friend. Fuck it, I'm bringing 10. Ooh, tryna chat a 10. Big boy tryna chat a 10. She said I was catchy. I said so tap him in.
I'm verbal this
Still a
time.
cup, wow, I stuck smile when I puff loud. I touch clouds, catching touchdowns in my mind now, cause I'm zoned out. On a porch couch in this cloud. 2 coughs and I'm back now. 2 coughs and I'm packed out. Somebody give me a drink before I gotta sit down.
Oh, we're in it. Oh, we're just going straight in, too.
Okay.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Riley Puddin' Peters. I hope you can hear me loud and clear this time. With me, as always, I've got the doctor, defensive backs quality control coach, Preston Rowe. This is the Trash Talk Tailgate, and it is week 2 NFL football. We had some banger games, dude. I mean,
Absolutely.
there were some great games on the docket this week, and there were some great games that played out. Oh, so many close games, dude. So many walk-off touchdowns, field goals, this, that, and the third, big plays. Yeah, man. I mean, I guess there's no other way to cover it than to get right into it. And I think the first game that we're going to cover is the Las Vegas Raiders versus the Baltimore Ravens. This is talk about the close games. Here we go. This one ended 26-23, Ravens getting the victory. And it was just a close game all along. These are two very potent offenses mixed with some solid defense. But very potent offenses that were pretty much, I mean, not non-existent, but like definitely restrained.
I mean, I kind of said it during the offseason. I thought the Raiders were a very intriguing team just because they have so much talent, both offensively and defensively. I mean, dude, they've got, Devontae Adams. They've got 2 really good tight ends in Brock Bowers and Michael Mayer. And then they also went out. They got Christian Wilkins to go along with Max Crosby on the defensive line. I like what they did, and they have a lot of talent. The question was, is Gardner Minshew going to be the long-term quarterback solution for them? And I don't know if he's a long-term solution for them, but Gardner Minshew is a good player. He's a good quarterback.
Yeah.
If you have all that talent around him, good things can happen. So I always thought the Raiders were, potentially a sleeper wild card pick in the AFC for me. And if they play like this, I mean, they were down. They were down early, and they actually came back and, won this game. So I was really, really impressed with the Raiders. What'd you think of this game, Riley?
I mean, this is one of those where you feel bad for the Ravens. I mean, it came down to the very end.
Again.
Yeah, again. And once again, it comes down to the end, and they don't do the win. But
No.
I think you're right. I mean, this Raiders team is pretty legit. They showed a lot of poise. Gardner Minshew is a dog. I mean, the kicking was great. They needed some great kicking, and it came through for them today.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. It's one of those things Baltimore fans are definitely like, all right, let's see this thing get together. This is being billed as a very high-powered offense. Like, where is it at?
Yeah.
But I think with a little bit of time, they'll probably mesh nicely. But right now, it just looks a little sloppy at times. It looks dominant at times and sloppy at times.
I mean, Riley, you can speak to this, but the Ravens, they lost 2 offensive linemen in the offseason. And it's hard to get that chemistry and that camaraderie on the offensive line this quickly in the season. So you just kind of have to gel and mesh. And I think the Ravens are going to get better as the season goes on. I mean, but dude, like, Gardner Minshew was 30 of 38, man, for 276 yards, a touchdown. He did throw an interception.
We just saw
But, like,
that.
dude, I think people forget, like, Devontae Adams was on this team. He had 9 catches, 110 yards, and a touchdown. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
It's a
like,
loaded team, man. You just
It
don't
is.
really realize it. Like you said, I mean, 2 great tight ends. Max Crosby, who feels like he can get to the quarterback. It doesn't matter what team he's playing against. Like, he is an absolute threat.
And your guy, dude, Christian Wilkins.
Yes, dude.
Now,
One of the great
now on
Power
that
Rangers.
line. I mean, dude, Brock Bowers had a huge game today. The rookie out of Georgia, 9 catches, 98 yards. I mean, dude, I've been saying this all along, dude. Like, the Raiders, they have 2 really good tight ends, and in Brock Bowers and Michael Mayer, a second-round pick from a year ago, and 12 personnel as a defensive coach is the hardest personnel to defend because tight ends create such matchup problems and nightmares for a defense. Because it's like, are you going to put a safety on Brock Bowers? He's going to body him.
Yeah.
Are you going to put a linebacker on Brock Bowers? No, he's going to outrun him and, just beat him with speed. And same thing with Michael Mayer. So, and plus you have to defend Devontae Adams. So, it's tough. I mean, I if I'm the Raiders, I use 12 personnel all the time. Because, I mean, dude, I don't know if I'm allowed to say it, but the last time a team dominated the league with 2 tight ends was the Patriots with Rob Gronkowski and Aaron Hernandez.
Yeah, dude.
And all they did was go to, I think, 2 Super Bowls. Yeah.
All they did was do work.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
it's a dangerous combo, and you expect to see the same out of the Ravens. Last week, Isaiah Likely had a big game. This week, not so much. And you know that they hope to get him involved just as much in the future as he was in week 1. Derrick Henry, though, listen, man, the Ravens. It's another close game. These close losses, they suck, but you got to keep in mind that it's like, is it a bad game? They played an all right game for most of it. I mean, it was such a close game. They really just kind of blew it. Mm-hmm. And, you got to take those.
Justin Tucker missed a 50-plus yard field goal.
Yeah, which he doesn't do a lot.
No. Although he has been doing it a lot more recently. But he's
getting
also,
old.
He's getting old, yeah.
Let's see a 66. Oh. Come on. Let's do it again. 67. Break your own record. Come on, Tuck. Yeah. That's pretty much it. I mean, that's all I got for this game. It's really just.
It's just. I'll say this for the Ravens. Because teams aren't playing in the preseason nearly as much as they used to, it seems like the first few weeks in the regular season now are like kind of feel out games where you're still trying to figure out who you are as a team. And you're trying to get the rust off that you usually would do in the preseason. So I don't think the first 2 weeks are really, are really indicative of what these teams are going to be in the future.
Yeah.
Because I think they're still trying to get the rust off and feel their team out,
For sure. No, gotta give it time to gel.
Yeah.
Speaking of time to gel, let's just look at the stats real quick. 151 yards rushing. Dude, Vegas only 27 yards rushing for the whole game. That's kind of crazy.
Yeah, I mean.
Oh, wow. Yeah, man. The Vegas Raiders, they're squeaking one out. All right. Next game that we're going to cover is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers versus the Detroit Lions.
I watched this whole game. This was
your big nut.
It was, dude. I said it, and people think I'm crazy. I don't know if they're going to think I'm crazy anymore. I said this could be the potential NFC Championship game this year. I've been high on the Bucks all off season, and they did nothing to deter me from that. Like, I mean, Baker Mayfield and the Bucks, man, that they go into Detroit, and they got a huge win. You know, I will say this: Jared Goff did not play well. Jared Goff threw 2 interceptions, darted a few that should have been picked. Honestly, he probably should have had 3 or 4.